Wall Stadium Speedway. We'll be racing next time by Justin Bonsignore in a 51 and Andrew Krauss in a 24. The pace truck is off the track, set to go racing in a half a lap.
They come down the backstretch, picking up speed, looking over towards the flag stand and the green flag. Entering turn 3 and 4 to the top of the main straightaway. Here comes the NASCAR Whelen modified tour at Wall Stadium.
Green flag is out. Contact between Silk and Krauss. It looked like Bonsignore didn't go on the initial start, and Krauss might have backed out of it.
Bonsignore leads him through 3 and 4 now. Krauss powers around, gets back to second spot over the number 85 of Ronnie Silk.
Kobe working the outside there of Danny Bone, midway down the back of the turn number 3. Here's side by side for position. Kobe to the outside now. Kobe sets his sight on Catalano as he's on the outside in turn number 1. Kobe on the move early in corner number 2.
Indeed, Kobe working that outside groove on the high banks, advancing his way forward. Close to over third spot there is Timmy Solomito, ducks to the inside. Rob Summers as well. Here comes Kobe on the outside of car number 2. He'll challenge and take over 5th.
Well, Krauss really challenging Justin Bonsignore for lead. Here he comes to the outside on turn 4.
Andrew Krauss working the outside like he does here on a Saturday night, challenging Justin Bonsignore as they come out of turn 2.
Meanwhile, Kobe there on the outside looking to challenge Solomito as they come out of turn number 4.
Whoa, Doug Kobe way outside, coming out of turn number 4 that time. He stays in 5th with Rob Summers right behind. Bonsignore continues to set the pace over turn number 4. Down the main straightaway they come.
Here they come right at you now, going into turn number 1. Bonsignore leader, Krauss right there in his rear bumper. In 3rd is the 85 of Ronnie Silk.
On the move as well as Jimmy Blewett back further in the pack in car number 21, advancing car by car to the front. And right behind him is Chris Pastriak in the 75, also working the outside groove, also passing cars, moving up.
Bonsignore, your leader off turn 4. Krauss second. 3rd is the 85 of Ronnie Silk. Slower car in front is the 01 of Melissa Fifield.
Yes, indeed. Justin Bonsignore closing rapidly on the potential lap car of Melissa Fifield. He'll close quickly on the 01 in turns number 1 and 2. Sweeps around the outside. Andrew Krauss looks to the inside. Nothing there as the number 85, Ronnie Silk, comes right into challenge.
Be here every Saturday night. We know how quickly things happen here on the high banks of Wall Stadium Speedway. Tight racing, but a fast racetrack. And look at Krauss continues to harass Justin Bonsignore, number 51 off turn 4.
Now, something to consider here within the next 5 laps or so. Justin Bonsignore is going to come up on a pack of about 6 cars running very fast near the rear of the pack, and they are potential lap cars, and they are running very quickly. They will tangle right in front of your leaders.
Joey. Well, Joey Mucciaro in the 47 and Catalano in the number 45 together there in turns 1 and 2. Catalano able to pull away.
Yeah, it was Timmy Catalano in the 45, one of the Whelen Modified Tour Rookie of the Year contenders.
12, Jimmy 12/11.
So 13 laps complete. And already this is shaping up, Gary Larson, to be quite a duel. Justin Bonsignore leading, but Andrew Krauss right there putting on the pressure. And right behind is Ronnie Silk in car number 85, running in 3rd spot.
Andrew Krauss second. 3rd, the 85 of Ronnie Silk. Feature with this season in the Stewart's Automotive number 85.
And just before that caution flag, Timmy Solomito was really starting to put the pressure on Ronnie Silk. Silk is in the number 85.
Solomito has some experience here in the high banks. He raced here a few times on a regular Saturday night modified in addition to the Turkey Derby. Not yet in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, of course. The last visit here was 2007. But Solomito does have some experience here in car number 16.
Now keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, caution laps are counting. Caution laps count throughout the race. Caution laps are counting. So now we're at lap 15. Most certainly a driver to watch, as he is, no matter where the tour runs, is Doug Kobe, who who has powered his way forward on the outside, running that outside groove, getting very comfortable up there. He started 6th. He's up to 5th. But for a couple laps here, he challenged on the outside. See what that number 2 would do up there. And he's in 5th spot right now. Rob Summers runs in 6th spot in 64. Then it's the number 54 of Tommy Catalano. One of Danny Bone right there. We have completed 16 laps, and we're getting set to go back to green.
Looks like one more time around. Justin Bonsignor is your leader. Andrew Krauss second in the number 24. Row 2, the 85 of Ronnie Selk. 16, as Earl said, Timmy Salamito, who was challenging for that 3rd position. We'll see if he can do it here as we're getting set for a restart.
All right, red light is on, but there's no problem. A wrong switch was hit, flipping on the red lights. Officials keeping the yellow lights out. The driver's told on the one-way that it's still under caution, so there is no emergency. Just the red lights came on strictly by accident. And Brian Hammer, who's our Grand Marshal, Chief Electrician, going down there to alleviate that problem. And yellows are back on.
Okay, caution still out. 19 laps complete in the Jersey Shore 150 here at Wall Stadium Speedway.
Where's the line? Where's the switch at? Where's the switch?
Line up is good.
Down underneath the pallet.
Okay, there is Bonsignor, Phoenix Communications number 51. Again, he was a fast timer. Pole Award winner. Krauss second in that 24, line up on the outside.
All right, we get set for the drag race between Justin Bonsignor in the 51 and Andrew Krauss in the 24.
Okay, there they are, tightening up the field, rolling slowly down the back, getting set for the restart.
Ronnie Silk in 3rd, Timmy Salamito in 4th. Bonsignor, Krauss, bring him down.
Green flag is out one more time. There's Salamito to the outside of Sal. Close racing action.
Salamito with a power move to the outside. Sweeps into 3rd, coming down the main straightaway, getting by Ronnie Silk. Salamito to 3rd.
Oh, trouble for Danny Bone and trouble in turn number 1. Couple cars together, and also trouble for Danny Bone down the back.
Danny Bone, when sliding up high, almost caught it, then caught the guardrail coming out of turn number 2. Extensive damage to the number 1.
Absolutely, definitely some damage there on the Dunleavy's Vestal Buick GMC number 1. You can see the left front. And a tough break for Danny Bone. And the North American Construction number 1 for Eddie Harvey Racing. Coming back to his home track. And he's going to be getting hooked up by the hardworking track crew. Just making sure everything's okay with the driver of car number 1.
Danny Bone returning to his track that he grew up at, quite literally. This time driving Eddie Harvey's number 1 under the North American Construction banner. Danny began his career here in the mid-2000s. Matter of fact, 2006 and 2007 was our sportsman champion. Won many sportsman races, was a modified winner as well. His grandfather, Parker Bone, one of the legends in New Jersey stock car racing, raced and won here in the earliest years of Wall Stadium and won many track championships. His son, Danny's dad, Eddie Bone, a modified track champion here and a 34-time winner in the modifieds at Wall Stadium. And Danny, his brother Andrew, and brother Michael all became race drivers. And Danny Bone, who now lives in North Carolina, always loves coming back to Wall Stadium to his racing roots. But unfortunately, Gary, tonight, caught in an accident early, and the number one off on the hook.
Yeah, Danny would love to win here at the high banks of Wall Stadium Speedway, again, his home track, but just had some tough luck lately, even going back to the Turkey Derby last few years. But there you see the 75 of Chris Pastriak in the pit area, getting some work done to the right front.
Yeah, that crew is really hustling there. We're under caution right now, lap 26.
And Catalano headed to the pits in car number 54. But your leader still the 51 of Justin Bonsignor. Andrew Krauss is second. Third now is Timmy Salamino in car number 16.
Justin Bonsignor won the Thompson Speedway Motorsports Park Icebreaker in April, the third race of the year, as Catalano races into the pits in car number 54. And Tommy Catalano back out, coming through the pits, will rejoin the field at the rear. Tommy, a very versatile driver, also competes during the winter time on the indoor circuit, driving a TQ midget, as does his brother Timmy.
And there's a couple more coming through the ranks, and also his parents. I believe Dave and Amy have also raced it up in the New York area. So definitely something in the blood. The Catalano family is modified racing. And we're glad to have him here at Wall Stadium Speedway tonight, along with the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour.
Okay, 28 laps have been complete. This will be 29 this time as the field will get the signal. We're getting back ready to go racing.
All right, you got the other, we got the other two or three here. You okay with me going? Leave everything outside, Greg.
Talk about Bonsignor. Cut his teeth at the Riverhead Raceway on Long Island. Former champion there as well. Moved up to the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. He's done quite well there as a defending series champion in car number 51.
Okay. The duel continues. Keep your eyes on Timmy Salamino in the 16. He restarts third. He is on the move.
And a third starting spot is always a good restart position here at Wall Stadium Speedway. And we're waiting for the green flag. There's the green flag.
Bonsignor leads him up the corner. Krauss in second. Salamino fends off Silk. Inside move now. Coming out of turn number 4. Doug Covey in the number 2. Dives to the inside. He's looking for fourth.
Here's that battle for top spot. Krauss on the outside, where he runs a lot on Saturday nights. Not scared to go outside. Here he is side by side with Justin Bonsignor.
Krauss and Bonsignor wheel to wheel up the second turn. Down the backstretch. Bonsignor goes spinning.
Caution. Trouble for Justin Bonsignor further back in the pack as well. Action continues. No caution. Sapienza got way out of the groove in car number 36. He lost about 6 spots.
Green stays out. Andrew Krauss leads the way.
Krauss, now your leader, trying to reel him in is Timmy Salamino, and Ron Selk being hounded by Doug Covey.
Ronnie Silk running in third. Doug Covey is fourth. Closing quickly from fifth now is the 64 Rob Summers, and it's Patrick Emmerling. Jimmy Blewett has gone to seventh, looking for sixth.
Absolutely, Blewett is on the move. Another car. Here comes Bonsignor trying to fight his way from the back. He's on the inside of Blake Barney, further back in the pack, and look at the battle off turn 4.
Jimmy Blewett, inside move, coming out of turn 2. Looking to get by for position as they come down the main straightaway.
Yeah, Blewett challenging Emmerling down the back of the front of turn number 1. He is on the inside off turn 2.
Emmerling fighting him off on the outside. Blewett on the inside of turn number 3 and 4.
Krauss continues to lead. Salamino second, Silk third, and being hounded by fourth place runner Doug Covey. Here's a battle between Blewett and Emmerling. Down the back into turn number 3. Blewett really applying the pressure to Patrick Emmerling.
And Emmerling fending off every challenge as they lap Melissa Fightfield's number 01 in turns number 1 and 2. Craig there on Emerling, trying to get that 6th spot away. Can't quite do it. Dives to the inside down the main straightaway.
Blewett and Emerling continue to go out of lap. We have to have Sparks coming from the rear of Emerling's number 07.
Oh, close action error, turn number 4. Blewett goes to the inside.
Here's Blewett to the inside, down the front of turn number 1. He may have the spot off turn 2, and he does.
And indeed, Blewett in position, heading down the backstretch, has a long way to go now to catch the top 5.
But up front, Andrew Krauss still your leader. Second, Salamito. Good battle for third continues. Ronnie Selk and Doug Kobe. 5th is Rob Summers into 64. Now Emerling receiving some pressure from Eric Goodale in car number 58 as they battle off turn 2. Caution is out. Looks like Craig Lutz has a problem up there in turns 3 and 4. He's the reason for the caution. And you can see the left rear tire is really
shredded there. Craig Lutz in the 46, trying to get that car to move.
Left side really banged up on Lutz's number 46. The Riverhead Building Supply entry.
Here comes Craig now on the inside, down in the safety apron. He'll bring the 46 back to the pit area. He finished a very strong second last week in the Spring Sizzler at Stafford Motor Speedway.
Yeah, he was on his way to victory 10 laps ago. He got passed by Doug Kobe, and then he continued to hound Kobe to the line, but he was second best. But really becoming a name in modified racing here, Craig Lutz in car number 46. So I'll have to bring it to the pits, and you can see the damage to car number 46, but he has a good crew, and they're going to go to work as he brings that car into the pit area.
So you're here, okay, and you're splitting it. So 0, 1, 54, 90.
Here's your leader, Andrew Krauss in car number 24.
Krauss, a regular here at Wall Stadium Speedway on Saturday nights when he's not racing with the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. 10 career feature wins in the Modifieds.
Former sportsman champion here as well. Began his career here at Wall Stadium some 10 years ago as a teenager. And has become one of the top modified drivers. There's the Lutz crew going to work, changing that shredded left rear tire on the Riverhead Building Supply number 46.
Yeah, Lutz came into this race again. Not been here at the Wall Stadium Speedway, but came in with high hopes. Again, still plenty of time to go. Have to restart at the rear of the field, and it looks like they're going to make an adjustment up there in the right front as well for Craig Lutz.
Advantage of that time in the pit area to make changes. Still a long way to go, and of course, a driver like Craig Lutz running the entire tour. Every point is important, so he'll be coming back out to try to get his best finish as possible.
Perhaps maybe some other problems as the crew's looking there. Not sure what the problem is there beside the tire, but you can see the crew talking to each other as Chris Pastriak goes by in car number 75. Been in the pits a couple times as well. And the hood coming off of car number 46. The crew wants to get a closer look at something.
Yeah, so it started off from a view in the pit area from our pit reporter. What started off as a tire change for Craig Lutz has escalated now into motor problems as the crew is working on the motor of the number 46.
But it's just well, it's Krauss, and here is Jamie Tomeno. Looks to be car number 99. Jimmy's had Chase Dowling in that car, who had an excellent run last Saturday to Stafford Motor Speedway in Stafford Springs and had a problem in the later part of the event.
Yeah, they were leading late in the race. Chase Dowling driving Jamie Tomeno's 99, then had a wheel problem develop. Chase pulled the car back into the pit area. They didn't continue, but they certainly made their presence felt at Stafford last week. Good to see Jamie Tomeno back here at Wall Stadium. Began his career here back in the 1970s, late 1970s. Began in the sportsman division. 28-time career modified winner on the high banks. And there's Timmy Solomito's number 16. Report from the pit area. Checking over the left rear on the number 16.
And you can see the crew tending to Solomito's number 16. Hasn't had the kind of year he's hoping for. And not looking better right now as he has a problem with the left rear.
Yeah, they're trying to do a tire change, report from the pit area, but however, they're having trouble getting the left rear wheel off. Whether something broke in the suspension, they're not sure. They actually have a crewman there with a tire, ready to put a new one on. What a tough break for Tim Solomito, who's running second, but left rear problems. It looks like he is going to be sidelined, may possibly get back out.
Put that one off. Get it to the pit area.
Chuck, gate 2. Chuck, gate 2.
And you see we have looks like 4 or 5 crew members tending to the Solomito Racing number 16. Yeah, I did.
Okay, the pace truck has the lights off. Andrew Krauss and now Ronnie Silk are the...
Oh, look, guys, 18 back up, 36 to the outside, 18 back up, 18 back up.
Green flag on a restart. Krauss, Silk will drag race in turn 1. Here's Kobe on the inside. Kobe and Silk side by side down the back of the turn number 3. Kobe takes over second.
He goes to second. Jimmy Blewett diving in for third.
Yeah, Blewett up to third after starting 4th. TT is on the move with a Gershow Recycling number 21.
Silk runs in fourth. The battle now for fifth. Eric Goodale on the inside of car number 58, battling Rob Summers. And Goodale at the 58 in fifth.
Side-by-side battle off of turn number 2, and here comes Swanson to the inside. Swanson and Summers battle off turn 4 down the front. Goodale right there, as well as Patrick Emily.
Goodale and Summers battle out for position. Right there is Matt Swanson in the number 3. Out in turn number 4. Jamie Tomeno in the fence between turns 3 and 4. Heavy damage to the number 99. And you can see the damage to the right front of Tomeno's number 99. The S&S Pontiac owned by Tomeno. Now you see residing in North Carolina after spending many years right down the road here in Howell, New Jersey. Again, Jamie beginning his career here at Wall Stadium back in the 1970s, running in the Sportsman division with a family car. Won many times here at Wall, many of the top races. And in 1990, won the NASCAR Modified Tour Championship while driving for Danny Ust. Jamie returns to Wall Stadium tonight, but his night will end on the back of the stadium record. Yes. 60 laps complete.
So what car was that he made contact with? They can't see the number. Rob, why's mine showing?
Andrew Krauss leads the way in car number 24. In second, Doug Kobe in car number 2, looking for his 3rd tour win of the year. Jimmy Blewett in 3rd in the 21. Ronnie Silk 4th in the 85. Up to 5th and on the charge, Eric Goodale in the number 58. Well, Andrew Krauss, the leader. And again, there was some contact between himself and the 51 as they battled for the lead off of turn number 2. But Krauss behind the wheel of Supreme Manufacturing number 24 is the leader. Kobe second. Jimmy Blewett, after starting 14th, is up to 3rd. And he's been pretty impressive here on his home track. Again, he's a multi-time champion, has many, many wins. Again, he was the last winner when the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour was here in 2007.
but he would love to win this one. Comes into tonight's program. Fourth in points. He's only 26 points behind Doug Kobe, who is the point leader. He's running second right now. And Eric Goodale up to fifth spot in car number 58. So you see the track route taking the 99 of Jamie Tomato off the speedway. Looks like they're going to let the leaders go by and then bring him up there into the pits.
Melissa Feiffeld's number 01 will be directed past the Pacer truck shortly to pick up the rear of the field. Andrew Krauss, your leader in the 24. Doug Kobe in car number 2 runs in second. Up to third, Jimmy Blewett in the 21. There's a North American Construction banner.
Kobe's had some experience here. I mean, obviously he won the pole here in 2004 in the 28 car. But I'll tell you, Doug Kobe, a few years back, racing in the Turkey Derby in the, I believe, the Zarnacki Racing number 20, Zarnacki Brothers number 20. Car we've seen here this past Turkey Derby with Tony Rickey in behind the wheel. But Kobe's got some laps right here, and he gets around here good, as does Ronnie Selk in car number 85. And that's why they're up there in the second and fourth spots, respectively. And Jimmy Blewett on the inside of row 2. We talk about how important that is, restarting on the inside of row 2. Where I'll keep an eye on Jimmy Blewett on his next restart. He may have the position to get by Doug Kobe for second. We'll see.
Here they come through.
Drag race to turn number 1, and Kobe
leads it down the back. What a power move by Doug Kobe on the outside. He'll lead Andrew Krauss out of the corner. Krauss shoots back to the inside.
Doug Kobe takes over the top spot on the restart from Andrew Krauss. Second, third, Blewett, fourth. Selk, fifth is Eric Goodale. Still, Doug Kobe trying to hold on the pesky Andrew Krauss, who wants to lead back as they come out of turn number 4. Collins back to third place, Jimmy Blue, but further back in the pack, we have some racing action as Emerlin and Ken Hagee battle into turn number 1.
Trying to work his way forward is young Blake Barney in car number 14, driving a very famous car here at Wall Stadium. Right now, he challenges Matt Swanson as the 51 Justin Monsignor banging off the front stretch guardrail. He challenges Barney as they go into turn 3.
Those are two iconic modifieds right there. The Bowler number 3 and the Barney 14 as they're racing for position on the Speedway coming out of turn number 2.
Barney trying to get by the number 3 on the inside, right behind his Bonsignor, challenging Barney's 14 off turn number 4 down the main straightaway.
Trouble for Patrick Emerlin. He pulls to the infield of the Speedway. It looks like he may be out of the event in car number 07. Tough break for Emerlin. He came into tonight's racing action second in points, so a big blow to Patrick Emerlin in car number 07.
And Emerlin pulls down to the safety apron, down to the infield. Meanwhile, Kobe leads the way. Andrew Krauss right there with him. Kobe cannot pull away. Krauss staying there right with him. Jimmy Blewett runs in third. Ronnie Selk in fourth. Eric Goodale up to fifth spot of the number 58, followed by Rob Summers in the 64. Barney challenging again on the number 3 as they head down the back.
Yeah, good battle between Barney on the inside, Matt Swanson on the outside. Right behind is Justin Bonsignor. Looks like Bonsignor is going to go on the outside of Barney as they come out of turn 2 down the back. Good 3-car battle there.
Blake Barney staying on the inside. Swanson up high. Here comes Barney down the front straightaway on the inside.
Swanson getting the... Whoa, little contact there between Swanson and Bonsignor. Action continues.
Barney may have the spot. He gets it now. Coming through, and Justin Bonsignor goes to that open door as Barney moves up the spot. Justin Bonsignor follows him through.
Barney uses his home track experience.
Blake Barney up to 7th spot now. Justin Bonsignor in 8th.
Further back, Pastriak trying to move up in car number 75. But up front, Kobe and Krauss going around some lap cars. Krauss staying right with Doug Kobe. And Blewett there in 3rd, 4th still. Selk 5th is still Eric Goodale. And look at that battle between Barney and Justin Bonsignor as they're battling for position as Barney wants to keep Bonsignor at bay, but Bonsignor putting the pressure on young Blake Barney. Slower car in front could play a role as Barney goes to the outside of Melissa Fifield. Bonsignor does the same as they battle down to the turn number 3.
Young Blake Barney fending off every challenge thus far of Justin Bonsignor, who's looking high and low, can't quite get by the 14 as they work through lap traffic as well, closing in rapidly on some lap cars.
Barney trying to use his track experience. Bonsignor trying to use his experience at a NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, really applying the pressure to young Blake Barney off of turn 2. Up front now, slower car in front. Blewett now applying the pressure to Andrew Krauss for that 2nd spot as they work to the outside of Wade Cole in turn number 3.
Indeed, Doug Kobe has pulled away. Andrew Krauss dealing with some lap traffic, and Blewett in the 21 has closed right in on Krauss's 24.
Well, now Krauss clears the 34 of J.B. Ford, as does Blewett, Selk, and Goodale, as they set their sights on the number 2 of Doug Kobe, who's trying to stretch out his lead as he approach lap number 88 next time by.
And as Blake Barney in the 14 and Justin Bonsignor in the 51 battle for position, they're gradually drawing closer to the cars in front of them. Rob Summers, number 64, as Barney and Bonsignor dice through lap traffic.
Clear racetrack for at least a couple laps for Doug Kobe, as Krauss trying to reel in the leader, Doug Kobe. Jimmy Blewett still 3rd, 4th is Selk, as you're just a little bit behind Andrew Krauss as they battle for the 3rd position.
Blewett had closed on Andrew Krauss, but now he's dropped back and he's getting pressure from Ronnie Selk in the number 85. And not too far behind is Eric Goodale.
Yeah, Goodale quietly having a good night and just trying to keep himself together. We'll be having a pit stop coming up in a little bit, somewhere near the lap 100. And Bonsignor looking to the inside of Blake Barney. Here side by side off turn 4. Bonsignor takes the spot from Blake Barney.
Bonsignor had been working the number 14 lap after lap, finally found an opening. He gets by, and now he's going to try to chase down Rob Summers in the 64.
I'll tell you, he set fast time. He's someone to keep an eye on. He's back up to 8th position. Now you make that 7th position. So Bonsignor on the moving car number 51.
Leader Doug Kobe now in turn number 1, and he has got a tremendous amount of lap traffic to deal with. Cars that are ahead of him and racing for position. Kobe in the number 2 outside of turn number 4 down the main straightaway. Right at back of Wade Cole's number 33. Looking to put a lap on him as they go through turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, some smoke definitely came out of Kobe's number 2 when he went to turns 1 and 2. Not sure. And there's definitely something rubbing, some tire smoke or something out of Kobe. You can see the smoke out of car number 2.
All of a sudden, Doug Kobe with a long lead, showing smoke off the right rear.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're talking about a caution coming around lap 100. That may be saving grace for Doug Kobe, car number 2. You can definitely see it off the right rear tire. Not sure what it is. But they have a break coming up if he can hold on to car number 2 without any problems. Doug Kobe may be in good position. If he can.
Kobe not slowing his pace. Definitely smoke coming off that right rear tire as he comes to turns 3 and 4. And you can definitely see that smoke even intensifying as he goes into the corners. Really getting heavy now as he continues to set the pace, but continuing to show smoke off the right rear. Caution's
out. Caution out on the Speedway. as the leader has been smoking for the last 5 or 6 laps, but this is the break. That may be saving grace for Doug Coby.
All right, fans, this is the official break as called for by NASCAR. When we got to lap 100, the yellow is going to come out. This will enable drivers to pit, change tires. So the complexion of the race could very well change right here. Most importantly, you see the number 2 of Coby, the leader, smoking heavily lap after lap within the last 5-8 laps or so. And again, this lap 100 break is built in to the Tour race. Again, cars will be able to pit here shortly as soon as the officials open pit road. And we are going to have an entirely different complexion of the race. Coby is leading, but again, you can see that smoke coming off the right rear, and he'll go to the attention of his crew. Andrew Krauss in second in the 24. Ronnie Silk right in the battle in car 85. Jimmy Blewett in the 21. Eric Goodell in the 58. All contending. And Justin Bonsignor charging back from that early incident to be a contender as he battled his way by Blake Barney in the number 14. It's going to be quite interesting when we see the pit area open. And over in the pit area, the Mayhew 2 crew, Doug Coby's Mayhew Tools team for the number 2 modified, they are ready to go into action as the leader will pit with a smoking right rear tire. And pit road is open. There they go. Coby pits, Krauss pits, Ronnie Silk, Goodale, Blewett, all heading for the pit area.
Well, it looks like just about every driver should be heading to the pit area.
No, it's fine. Caution vehicle, drop down to the bottom. Drop down to the bottom on the flat. Stop and turn. We don't stop any of this, guys. Leave all this count. Leave it all count.
So you see all the cars heading to the pits again. No pit road on the infield here at Wall Stadium Speedway. And here's the crew for Doug Coby. They're going to have to wait till all the cars are up in the pit area, and then they'll be able to do what they have to do. But you have to wonder what the problem may be with car number 2 of Doug Coby.
Yeah, it certainly wasn't slowing his pace any. If anything, he was as fast or faster than before. But about 8 laps ago, we started seeing some smoke come off the right rear. It appeared like possibly the Nerf bar may have gone into the tire, but it could be something even more serious. We'll see as the number 2 team prepares to check out the lead car of Doug Coby. And again, we still have now some 45 laps to settle this race. Okay, all cars are in the pit area. Officials have told the NASCAR crews to go to work on their cars. This is the official break. Tires can be changed, work can be done in the cars, and they'll be coming back out, and we'll give you that restart lineup as soon as it's made official.
See if we get a word indeed, Earl, because that car was definitely smoking. We'll see if one of the officials. No signal yet from the NASCAR officials. The cause of the smoke from Doug Coby's number 2.
And we understand, too, you can see the officials over there in turn 3. A report of possible fluid all around the car.
Well, we're looking on the monitor here from the pit area, and now you see the Wall Stadium Speedway track crew, but definitely checking, as you can see there in turn 3, the officials seeing what kind of fluid is there. As you can see, applying some speedy dry. The sweeper is out as well. And
so this break, which was set to happen at lap 100 or right around that time, actually came to be a very good thing, because the way the car was leaking, which we believe we'll make that official, we believe it was the number 2 of Kobe, was leaking fluid spread around the track, and this gives them an opportunity now to clear it up. As you can see, Doug sitting in the number 2, very focused and no doubt very frustrated as well.
Give me some more.
And again, the report is that the number 2 was the car leaking the fluid. Over in the pit area, the number 2 team, the Mayhew Tools team, working all underneath the car, trying to see if that is in fact the car leaking that fluid, possibly from the rear. And we'll let you know as soon as that's made official. Right now, that's the report we're getting from the pit area.
So Kobe pulls away, and now the car's coming back down on the Speedway, led by Andrew Krauss in the number 24.
Andrew Krauss looking to uphold the honor of Wall Stadium. He leads the way, has been leading early on before Doug Kobe got the lead. So the 2 of Kobe apparently okay.
And you see the new sticker tires on the 24 of Andrew Krauss, right side tires. Ronnie Selk, 3rd in the 85. And again, all the cars back on the Speedway. 105 laps complete. 45 laps remain for the Jersey Shore 150 here at Wall Stadium Speedway. There you see Chris Pasternak in car number 75. He's been out in the pits a couple times. And there again, that crowd enjoying the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tours back here at Wall Stadium Speedway. It's been an action-packed night of racing here, Earl.
Yes, it has,
again.
I'll tell you. And it's neat to see the Wall Stadium regulars, in this case Andrew Krauss, dueling with the Invader, Doug Kobe, and Jimmy Blewett. Right there to contend as well, was as high as 3rd. Now we've got some 45 laps to go before we go back to the checkered flag. It's going to be quite a duel from here on out. Ronnie Silk still contender as well in car number 85, as well as Eric Goodale, who's been contending, moving right up into contention with the number 58.
Yeah, Goodale's been very quiet, but he's up there in 5th and definitely in contention. Right behind him, Justin Bonsignor had that spun out of turn number 2. Perhaps some contact between himself and Andrew Krauss, but clawed his way back, and he's in pretty good position. Again, he was the fast qualifier. Again, 105 laps complete. Scheduled for 150. The leader, Andrew Krauss. Doug Kobe 2nd. Or check that, Doug Kobe, then Andrew Krauss. And then Bonsignor, Earl, he's pretty impressive. You got to say that. Again, that contact between himself and Andrew Krauss. He is back up there. He's going to be a player with 45 laps to go. No doubt about that.
With teams getting new tires, this is going to be a whole new race. 45 laps until the checker.
And now the pace truck pulling away. And here comes Patrick Emmerling back out in car number 07. Here clear the pace truck, rejoin at the rear of the field. Sort of. You see Doug Kobe right behind the 45 of Catalano. I think he's so Catalano will get the free pass in car number 45, and there he goes. So he'll go around the pace truck. So the leader is the number 2 of Doug Kobe, the Mayhew Tools entry. Andrew Krauss will line up on his outside. And here, perhaps an opportunity for Ronnie Selk again, the inside of row number 2. Set to go back racing, 100 laps complete. Waiting for the green flag on the restart.
And they come out turn number 4. Power unit turn 1 and 2. It's Kobe. Slides a little bit high. So does Krauss. Ronnie Selk to the inside of Eric Goodale.
Krauss loves to run the outside. Here he comes to the outside of turn 4. Power move to the outside by Krauss. Little bumping there, and Kobe pushes him up a little bit in turn 2. Still side by side in turn number 3 for the lead. Here they come out of turn 4.
Krauss loving it outside. Tucks back in on Kobe's number 2. Goes to the inside down the backstretch.
Oh, further back, Goodale, a little loose, almost into the wall. Whoa, trouble. Big time trouble there in turn number 4. Looks like Blake Barney's involved as well. Anthony Sesley. And you see the damage to the Blake Barney number 14 to the right front.
What a ride by Anthony Sesley, 2-time Wall Stadium Saturday Night Modified champion. Sliding high up on 2 wheels along the steel guardrail, and he will take that car back to the pit area, as will Blake Barney in the number 14.
Yeah, a tough break. Goodale was very loose going down the back, and perhaps that may have been a result. A couple other cars, but Goodale held it together. But a tough break for young Blake Barney. But Sesley brought the 11 back to the pit area. Blake Barney there on the backstretch. Definitely has to bring that car to the pit area.
Red being brought out as the Whelen safety crew, joined by the Wall Stadium crew, checking the guardrail up there in the 3rd and 4th turn, where Anthony Sesley took that wild ride like something out of a thrill show as he went up in the air and came down. Actually surprised that Anthony's car was able to continue, actually pulled it away. Meanwhile, with the red out, no work could be done in the pits. Anthony Sesley pulled the number 11 back there, still sitting on the backstretch as Blake Barney's 14 with damage to the right front. Definitely a shredded right front tire, possibly some other damage. He'll go to the attention of his crew, led by grandfather Dick Barney and dad Robert Barney. As soon as the yellow is displayed, he can pull that car back to the pit area.
Definitely not the night that young Blake Barney was hoping for. Pretty impressive, though, up to that point. But you can see the damage to the right front of the Atlantic Sprinkler 14.
Blake began his career right here at Wall Stadium. Again, the number 14, the red 14 car is iconic at this speedway in New Jersey modified racing, driven by some of the greats of the sport, not only here at Wall Stadium, but also at Flemington Speedway in its paved track era. Drivers like Tony Siscone, John Blewett III, Ken Woolley, Reggie Ruggiero, so many others have run the 14. Going back even further, drivers like Bob Russell, Wally Dellenbach, Joe Kelly, Al Pompanio, so many others have run for the Barney racing team. And young Blake Barney, very proud to continue that tradition. And he has been running very well on the modified tour, currently 10th in points, coming into Wall Stadium tonight. Had a very good run at the Spring Sizzler last week as well.
Indeed, finished 10th after starting 19th, so a 9 position improvements. And Blake Barney getting a lot of experience, racing in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. He really likes it a lot. And he's proven himself to be a fine young racer. And unfortunately, at his home track, again, not what he was hoping for. Let's see if he can salvage something here. If its damage is not too significant, see when he can get into the pits again. Red flag is being displayed, so they can allow the crew to clean up the damage over there in turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, over there in that 3rd and 4th turn area where Anthony Cecily pulled the number 11 away. A trail of fluid as the safety clean has been put down, as the officials taking care of that. Currently, Doug Coby leading this race, and he is the current point leader on the Whelen Modified Tour. Patrick Emmerling pulled off a while ago, lost some time in the pit area, but again, every point is valuable as the season goes along. Emmerling currently shown 2nd in the standings, just 17 back of Doug Coby.
And Ron Selk 3rd in points coming in, and he's still out there. Fine run in 3rd spot right now. 4th in points, Jimmy Blewett, and he's right there in the 4th position. So one that stands to lose some points here is Patrick Emmerling, but again, he came back on the racetrack, and you can see the crew trying to finish up there in turns 3 and 4. And there you see Selk, Blewett, Goodale, Robbie Summers.
I tell you, Ronnie Silk in the 85 and Rob Summers in the 54, 64, they are right in contention. They've been right up front the whole time, and there's still a lot of laps for those 2 drivers to make something happen.
Still a wide open race. I mean, see if that problem with Doug Coby comes back. Perhaps, I just haven't seen the smoke the last few laps, but maybe if that comes back, that could be a problem, but we'll see. Perhaps wait a few more laps. If it doesn't come back, obviously not an issue, but Coby has been fast. And Krauss tried him on that restart, just not quick enough to get by car number 2 of Doug Coby. And Coby has 2 wins on the season coming back from last Saturday night, the Spring Scissors. So he's looking for 2 in a row. Can he do it here on the track? He has some experience, but not that much. But Coby would love to get his 2nd consecutive win here.
Hey, shown in 7th spot right now is Eric Goodale on the 58.
What's this?
A few laps ago, he went for kind of a wild ride down the backstretch. 58 was all out of shape, gathered it back in just before the incident over there in turn 3 with Blake Barney and Anthony Cecily. There is Eric Goodale in the 58 again. Had a handful of race car going down the backstretch, gathered it in. He's still right in that top 10. And Justin Bonsignor just ahead of him for the restart. Led early, was involved in that early incident when spinning down the backstretch and has powered his way right back into contention. Bonsignor comes into tonight's program currently 5th in Tour points. Only 33 back of Jimmy Blewett, as a matter of fact. And Goodale currently 6th in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour standings.
Well, they are lined up right next to each other. Bonsignor, 51, Goodale in the 58. All trying to chase that 2 car of Doug Coby. What? And it looks like they're just about finished up. Fastest lap so far has been turned in by car number 51, Justin Bonsignor.
Yeah, he's definitely been a man on a mission coming back from the rear of the field. Definitely showed the pole position before. And our fans here at Wall Stadium are getting ready to see quite a run to the checkered. We're going to do our fan poll here shortly as to who your favorites are. I may as well do it now, Gary. Let's check that out. How many fans would like to see Doug Coby in victory lane here at Wall Stadium tonight?
How many fans are rooting for the home track favorite Andrew Krauss to take the win.
Okay. All right, what about Ronnie Silk in car number 85?
All right, how many fans are cheering for Showtime Jimmy Blewett to take the win?
Well, some real reaction there, Gary. I'll tell you what, it's anybody's race over the last several laps.
And let's not forget Robbie Summers, who had a tremendous run so far. How many Robbie Summers fans we have out there? Well, we'll see still.
And, of course, two hard chargers from Long Island. Eric Goodale on the 58 and Justin Bonsignor in the 51.
Well, we are getting set for a sprint to the finish. 113 laps complete. 37 laps remain. Just nothing more than a Saturday night feature here with the Whelen Modified Tour. Again, here in the high banks of Wall Stadium Speedway. Hope everybody's having a great time. And there you see the Blake Barney, number 14, getting some service to the right front. There's his father, Robert, working there on the crew.
Yeah, Barney's 14 has significant damage to the nose, to the front bumper, but he is down and away. He'll be coming through the pit area and back down pit road to rejoin the field. And here he is, top of the pit road, Blake Barney in the number 14. He's getting ready to rejoin the field as soon as directed by officials. They give him the go sign. Here he is, Blake Barney will rejoin at the rear.
Good to see Blake get some more experience here again at his home track of Wall Stadium Speedway. And a big red 14, he'll be joining in at the rear of the field. Okay, looks like one more time around, and we should be back racing.
Rookie contender J.B. Fortin, John Fortin Jr., will be getting the free pass. He'll be directed past the pace truck. Doug Kobe set the pace in the number 2. Andrew Krauss second in the 24. Ronnie Silk in the 85. Jimmy Blewett in the 21. Eric Goodale in the 58. Summers in 6th, Justin Bonsignor 7th, Matt Swanson 8th in the number 3. All right, down the backstretch they go. Kobe and Krauss getting ready. They are wheel to wheel. No start this time. No start this time. 1 to go will be the signal for the flag stand. 1 to go.
Waiting for the 45 of Catalano to go around the field and rejoin it at the back of the field. Okay, getting set for... Looks like one more time. Had to wait for Catalano to get to the rear of the field. We'll be racing next time by Kobe in the 2. Krauss in the 24 will bring us down for the restart. Interesting row 2, Ronnie Silk, the 85. The 21 is Jimmy Blewett.
Timmy Catalano was trapped back there in the pit area. That's why officials gave the opportunity to come back around. He's on the lead lap. He hooks up at the rear, and we are ready to go racing.
Okay, getting set for the restart. Green flag is out one more time.
Silk to the inside of Andrew Krauss as they race down the back. Jimmy Blewett looks to the outside. Eric Goodale inside in the number 58.
Here comes Blewett to the outside of Silk, looking to take over third spot in turn number 1.
Silk fends him off. Blewett drops back to 4th. Goodale and Summers charging into turns 3 and 4. Summers slides way high. He's going to lose 2, maybe 3 spots. That's Swanson dives to the inside on Summers. He'll take a position in car 3. And inside they go, turn number 3 and 4.
Here comes Sapienta. He is on the inside, takes position from Robbie Summers.
Sapienza coming out of nowhere now to come right into contention. Sapienza's up to 8th.
Summers is battling there with Dave Sapienza. But up front, your leader is Doug Kobe. Andrew Krauss, Ron Silk, your top 3. 4th, Blewett. 5th is the number 58 of Goodale. And 6th is Justin Bonsignor. Remember, Bonsignor working his way from the rear of the field, now up to 6th. It'll be 25 laps to make contact in turn 4. Looks like Calvin Carroll and the 38 of Kyle Elwood involved, and you can see significant damage to Elwood's number 38.
Indeed. Front end damage, side damage, as the night is over for Kyle Elwood. Moving around inside the car, looking to take off his helmet. Calvin Carroll pulls the number 25 away. Well, Doug Kobe continues to lead right here in the number 2. Andrew Krauss in 2nd in the number 24. Ronnie Silk continues to charge along. He's in 3rd in the 85. Jimmy Blewett 4th in the 21. Eric Goodale 5th in the 58. Justin Bonsignor 6th in the number 51. On the charge as well, Matt Swanson in the Bowler Racing number 3. And last year's Thanksgiving weekend Turkey Derby winner, Dave Sapienza, in car number 36. He's in 8th. Rob Summers, who slid high through the corner a few laps ago, lost positions. He's in 9th. And then it's Tommy Catalano rounding out the top 10 in the 54.
There you see Blake Barney in the number 14. He may be the free pass car as he'll come up to the outside of the leader, Doug Kobe. So he'll rejoin it at the rear of the field once he gets by the pace car. It looks like the 38 of Elwood is going to be left in the pit area. So we can continue on with the race again. 128 laps complete. 22 laps remain. Make it 21 this time as Blake Barney gets a free pass. He'll circle around, rejoin at the rear of the field. We go back racing. 130 laps complete. 20 laps will remain. This is the most exciting part here on a short track. 20 laps remain. Kobe and Krauss.
Kobe and Krauss, wheel to wheel, quite literally, as they come through 3 and 4 on the throttle down the main straightaway.
Kobe wins the drag race, gets pushed up a little bit. Here comes Silk to the inside. Here comes Blewett down to the outside.
Blewett on the charge of car 21, looking for room on the outside. Blewett on the guardrail. Blewett may have touched the fence out of turn 4. Dropping back to 5th spot. And Blewett may have a problem in the number 21.
Blewett definitely got into the fence on the front stretch, and he's got some problems. Bonsignor has problems as Blewett fights to get to the pit area.
Jimmy Blewett in the pit area, car 21. He banged along the fence here before the flag stand. Pretty heavy impact, and you can see a problem immediately with the 21, and he is back in the pit area as we go to yellow.
Yeah, he came off at turn 4, and he was close to the fence, and he definitely got into it. Not sure how hard, but then Bonsignor got pinned behind him. He had nowhere to go. So Bonsignor trying to get back up there and get his spot back. As you see Blewett's number 21 in the pits.
The number 21 pit crew of Jimmy Blewett. This is the Bertuccio Racing entry. Changing the right front tire on the number 21. Before for the pits, Jimmy Blewett has fired the car. He's had a lot of damage to the rear, left rear. You'll see it when he comes out of the pits and down the front stretch. Look at the left rear of the 21. when he slowed in turn 1 and 2, he got hit pretty hard in the back.
Now Jimmy Blewett was scheduled to come back down pit road. Now he has backed the car up. Perhaps he won, and he's backing back up to his pit stall. It looks like he's going to have the crew take a second look at car number 21.
Yeah, there could be damage to the right side of the car. Definitely the left rear got hit. And now the crew jacking up to 21 once again in the pit area. And looks like they may be changing or adjusting the right rear tire this time. Indeed, the right rear tire comes off. Tire change there. So lots of work being done on the 21 of Jimmy Blewett.
So he right side tires for Blewett, but he comes back out in car number 21. And now Blewett's back underway.
All right, Blewett's crew doing the work on the 21. As he comes by this time, take a look at the left rear on that 21. It is all smashed in. A lot of damage to the 21 as Jimmy Blewett restarted the rear.
All right. Yeah, so definitely some damage to rear of Blewett's number 21. We'll see how he runs out here.
All right, up front, Doug Kobe in the number 2. 24, Andrew Krauss. 85, Ronnie Silk. They've been up front the whole race. Now in 4th, Eric Goodell in the 58. And back up in 5th, Justin Bonsignor in the 51.
Yeah, Bonsignor still alive here. 14 laps ago. It'll be 13 this time by as Kobe's looking to go back to back from Stafford to Wall Stadium. If he can hold them off for another 13 laps for car number 2. But Krauss on the outside is going to have something to say, as is the 85 of Silk, and the 58, don't count him out of Eric Goodale.
And look at the driver who's in 6th spot. Last year's Turkey Derby winner, Dave Sapienza.
All right, here we go for the restart. Green flag is out.
Kobe and Krauss again duel it out down the back. On the outside comes Goodale.
Oh, tough break. Unbelievable turn of events. An absolute unbelievable turn of events. You see Doug Kobe in the 2 and Andrew Krauss. Oh, and Kobe runs into the back of the 45. And you can see the damage there to the left front of Kobe's number 2. And Kobe's trying to get into the pits. And see the damage, Earl, to the left front of Kobe's number 2.
Leader Doug Kobe, and 2nd place Andrew Krauss. Andrew very disappointed, taking off his helmet inside the number 24.
Looks like the leader lost it. I think he had a tire blow. Yeah, his tire blew.
Andrew Krauss okay and out of his car, but bitterly disappointed after such a great run. Andrew Krauss, a Saturday night standout here, 10-time career winner. And he exits the number 24, walking back towards the pit area. Tough break for Andrew Krauss.
Krauss looked like legitimate chance of taking the win, and a tough break for the hard-charging driver out of Homedale, New Jersey. Behind the wheel of Supreme Manufacturing car number 24, and you can see the damage to Kobe's left front.
Yeah, it looks like a left front tire down on the 2 from our angle. Possible damage to the wheel. We'll see once we get off the red and go yellow what will transpire back in the pit area. We'll have a report for you as soon as we get it.
And Bonsignor almost, he was on his side there in that incident in turns 3 and 4.
Also involved in that was Eric Goodell in the 58, who went spinning down to the infield.
That is a wild turn of events there. And you see the Krauss number 24 being towed back to the pit area. Well, Ronnie Silk seems to be the leader right now. He was not involved.
Yeah, both Silk and Justin Bonsignor seemingly threading their way through there. And also running contention would be the number 36 of Dave Sapienza. We'll see how it all shakes out. We'll give you the official restart rundown as soon as it's made official to us, confirmed by the scorers. Definitely looked like Doug Coby's number 2 was loose going into turn 3, whether that tire went down at that point. As he spun around, Andrew Krauss nearly getting by in the outside, but wound up in the guardrail.
And there you see Coby just before the entrance to pit road. Damage to the left front. Thinking what could have been as he sits inside the cockpit of car number 2. And there's Krauss's 24 on the hook, heading back to the pit area. Get a very dejected Andrew Krauss, who perhaps was looking for his first career Whelen Modified Tour win on his home Speedway. And I'll tell you, Earl, he had a hell of a run today.
Oh, he did. He was running so strong, and he nearly made it by the spinning number 2 of Doug Coby. Just a little bit more, he would have made it by on the outside, but the 2 slid up, caught Andrew's number 24, and into the steel guardrail he went. Definitely damage to the 2 of Coby, who will be pitting to the attention of the Mayhew Tools number 2 crew.
Makes it a whole new race now.
Boy, it certainly is. We'll review it all again when everything is confirmed by the scoring staff of NASCAR. But Ronnie Silk, feature winner this year on the tour at South Boston, Virginia Speedway back in March. Now in a very good position to get his 2nd win of the year. Silk is also in 3rd place in NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour points.
Coby sitting in that car thinking, what's going through his mind? You think, Earl, when he sits in that car saying, could have been again, he looked good. And then the car looked like, as you said, maybe perhaps blew a tire and collected Krauss and a few other cars.
Yeah, as you can see, when Doug Coby went into turn number 3, everything looked fine, but as soon as he set for the corner, the car just got away from him. Again, almost like a tire went down, the way that car suddenly turned. Well, we have a moment. We need a vehicle moved immediately. It's blocking another. A silver Ford truck, license plate Z22 FRK. Z22 FRK, a silver Ford truck. We understand it is blocking another in the parking lot. The other vehicle must move. Please move the silver Ford truck, license Z22 FRK. And you have some time to do it. Run out to the parking lot, move that truck, and you'll still be back in plenty of time for the restart. Silver Ford truck, Z22 FRK. That truck must be moved. It's blocking another in the parking area. Thank you.
Let's see Coby's 2 still sitting there. And now we're in the yellow.
Okay.
Now Coby can head to the pits and we can find out perhaps the problem that happened in car number 2. If Coby can even make it up the ramp there.
He blended right after 45.
Okay, we agree.
I have the 80.
Yeah, we're going to see if record service needs to be applied to the 2 of Coby, as the left front sitting right there on the pavement. And there may be more damage than number 2 that meets the eye. And the safety truck heading out to the number 2. So it appeared to be a promising night for point leader Doug Kobe. Has certainly changed around as he will head back to the pit area to the attention of the crew. As soon as we get a report, we'll pass it along to you. Up front, the leader is Ronnie Silk in car number 85.
And perhaps Kobe having a problem. Can he clear those barrels? It looks like he's not going to. And Kobe cannot even steer that number 2 to get back into the pit area.
All right, as you can see, the pace truck stopping the field on the backstretch at the direction of the officials. They had hoped to push the number 2 of Kobe up into the pit area, but he was having trouble turning it. So now he's being brought on around. The red being brought out so we don't run any more caution laps on the books.
And you see the and Kobe now going to try to bring the Mayu Tools number 2 into the pits. Should be able to do it this time. He's got a little momentum. And indeed, Kobe does now make it to the pits under his own power. So the leader is the number 85 of Ron Silk.
51, Justin Bonsignor, all the way back up. You see damage to the back of the number 51, but he has got a fast race car. Here comes Kobe, the attention of his crew.
Jacking up the left side of that car. Tracing the left front tire. Again, Earl, you talk about the points all the time, how important it is. And every position counts. Put the left front tire on. Kobe's away. He'll be coming back down. And indeed, here comes car number 2, Doug Kobe.
Yeah, the only damage to the number 2 was to the left front tire. And here he comes back down to rejoin the field at the rear.
Well, there's the lineup for the restart. Silk, Catalano, Row 2, Calvin Carroll, and Justin Bonsignor back to 4th. Waiting for the green flag on the restart. There's the green flag for the restart. Whoa, big trouble on the start. Everybody seems to be involved. Unbelievable restart. Not sure what happened.
Ronnie Silk goes from the lead to now back of the pack. He fired up to number 85. Hard to say what happened on the start. We saw Calvin Carroll go sideways into number 25. It looked like a wholesale crash. Most everybody getting away.
Well, there is the 85 of Ron Silk. Not sure what happened. We'll check out the replay. And it looked like
51 came down.
The car hit Ronnie Silk's number 85 on that start. Came down from the outside, turned him, and behind him, cars went in every direction. It looked again, like many cars, are going to be badly damaged, but most are able to pull away. Watch up here when they come in. If somebody comes from the outside, turn so. Somebody up here. Now watch, they'll come down and hit him. Right there, see? Then he goes up on the grill.
They're still checking to see what happened there. Quite a few cars involved there. Again, 5 laps remain. 5 laps remain, and we are not done yet.
This is going to be one intense final 5 laps. As soon as it's verified, we'll give you the new restart order.
There's the Kobe 2, so maybe see where he lines up on the restart. Woody Pickett out there in the 82. Bonsignor in the 51. Kobe will get the free pass in car number 2. So that's good for him. Again, he's the current point leader. Yeah. Okay, now back under caution. You see the flagger now with the yellow in hand. And you can see the back of Justin Bonsignor's number 51. Some sheet metal damage. Again, Bonsignor will get the free pass, so he'll get the wave around. And he'll rejoin at the rear of the field.
All right, so Doug Kobe will get the free pass. He'll pass the pace truck and catch up at the rear of the field. In the lead is the number 45 rookie driver Timmy Catalano. In second, the number 82
Woody Pickett,
who started back in 19th originally, but up and down through the field, now shown in second spot. Next on the track is the 51, Justin Bonsignor. Then the 54, Tommy Catalano, Timmy's brother. And back up contending in the top 5 with 5 laps to go, Blake Barney in the 14. And then we have the number 18, Ken Hagee. Now keep in mind, we will not finish under the yellow. Not finish under the yellow. It'll be a green flag finish. 51, 58, 21. They're all being given the black flag to pull down to the inside.
We're coming for one to go this time by. 75,
All right, Doug Kobe going to the rear of the field. Timmy Catalano, rookie driver on the modified tour, will lead down to the start. The number 82 of Woody Pitcat will line up second. Blake Barney in the 14 is third.
Black flag to 21 this time.
75.
Number 18, Ken Hagee in fourth spot.
And
NASCAR officials now trying to sort out the field. Several cars a lap down. Others involved in the crash. That's why the start was waved off. Rob Summers in seventh spot in the 64. Then Eric Goodell in the 28. Chris Pastriak in the 75.
Well, I'm telling you, we are set for a wild finish. Green, white checker. We must end the race under green. Catalano and Woody Pitcat in car number 82. Bring us down for what could perhaps be the final restart. Again, green, white, checkered.
So it'll be a green flag, NASCAR overtime. If they come around and get the white flag, we'll be on our way to the checkered. If they, car spinning down the backstretch.
Wave it off. Wave it off. Wave it off.
Justin Bonsignor. And a left rear flat on Bonsignor's 51, just as we were getting set to come to the green.
Well, how about this? Timmy Catalano, rookie driver on the modified tour, quite possibly in line for victory here at Wall Stadium.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Alongside is the number 82, Woody Pitcat. What about young Blake Barney in third spot?
Here comes Pitcat. And Blake Barney on the inside of Catalano. Here comes Sapienza, but up front your leader is Woody Pitcat.
Pitcat in the Danny Watts number 82 leads him down the main straightaway.
And he's smoking. He has perhaps some contacts, maybe something rubbing, but he took the white flag. Half a lap to go for Woody Pitcat.
Sapienza challenges for third, going into turn number 3.
Time bomb. Look at the action of a 4 on the course. Oh my God. John Lane, I think. Unbelievable action there. That was a close call. Sapienza was on the Catalano car as he came out of turn number 4. And that was a close call, but the winner will be Woody Pitcat. Well, what an unbelievable turn of events from Doug Kobe spinning with the leader. And Andrew Krauss is right there, but Woody Pitcat from Stafford Springs, Connecticut, will pull the Watts Racing number 82 into victory lane. Blake Barney, second in car number 14. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable race indeed. The return of the NASCAR Modified Tour to Wall Stadium. And Woody Pitcat dodges everything to pull into victory lane As Gary noted, young Blake Barney finishes a strong second in Big Red, number 14. Dave Sapienza climbing out of his number 36. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a nice round of applause for Dave, last year's Turkey Derby winner, as he exits the car.
Rob Summers out of his car, number 64.
Dave Sapienza definitely shaken up there, slamming into the guardrail. But he is being tended to by the safety crew, and again, Rob Summers out of his car as well. We're going to turn it over to Jeff Gravatt in Victory Lane as soon as everything is sorted out down there for the Victory Lane celebration honoring Woody Pitkat.
Well, I'll tell you what, before we go see Woody Pitkat, he's talking to the media. I'm talking to Blake Barney, finished second in this one. In front of the hometown crowd. Wild race, huh, Blake?
Yeah, it was definitely wild. Some guys just didn't have patience out there and caused a lot of wrecks. So we just tried to weave through them. We were a lap down at some point. We cut a tire. I thought we were done. Our front bumper smashed in. It was just the survival out there. And, you know, we might not run in the top 10 all these races, but we always seem to race well and just be there for the end and just survive the wrecks. And that's what you got to do sometimes here.
Yeah, that's for sure. A lot of work, like you said. How important is the crew?
Oh, the crew is great. I love them all. They stick with me through thick and thin, and I'm so glad to get this for them. Nick Shaw, Andy Lynch, Ryan Boyle, Ryan Keys, Austin McCurdy, my dad, my grandfather for helping me out, Atlantic Sprinkler Corporation, County Line Auto Body, two main sponsors that helped me out. Pete and Elda's Bar hopped on board for this weekend, so if you guys are looking for a quick bite to eat, it's 10 minutes from the track. It has great pizza and a great bar. Yeah.
Hey, one last thing. How important were all these hometown fans tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank everybody for coming out and supporting me and supporting the tour. You guys are awesome, and you keep this place going. And thank you to Morgantini Race Engines for the power this weekend.
Great job. Best finish ever in the tour. Second place for Blake Barney. And we will see if we have a chance in a few minutes. And since the media is still dealing with the winner, third place finisher, Rob Summers. Give him a hand, everyone. Oh, you're smiling. Is that for third place money? It's not because of the way the car looks.
I've been racing a long time, and I can honestly say I've never seen nothing like that. Finished up in the air sideways. I spent more time in the air tonight than I did on the track.
How good was your car when it wasn't up in the air?
We had a great car. You know, I'm happy for the team. We've had a rough year so far. So the finish third with no wheels and tires on the car, it's like a win for us.
All right, that's great. Mention your sponsors. Give them a plug.
Yeah, thank you to the A-Team, Hoosier Tyrese, Fast Track, and thank all you guys for coming out here tonight.
All right, congratulations on third place. And, hey, fellas, you got anything up there before I talk to the winner? Go ahead. And again, fellas in the tower, we're waiting for the media to get their obligations finished out here. And then we'll be talking to if you have anything up there, fellas, go ahead, take it away.
All right, thank you very much, Jeff. And again, wild into this race, tough situation certainly for Dave Sapienza, who's being checked over by our safety crew on site. Dave, last year's Turkey Derby winner on Thanksgiving weekend, hard charger out of Long Island. Our safety crew checking over Dave Sapienza, who climbed from the car, but he is being checked over after that hard hit. And again, great run by young Blake Barney in his debut tour race at his home track, Wall Stadium. Came back through after that crash to finish a very strong second behind Woody Pitcat. And again, Rob Summers, despite his car going off on the rollback wrecker, a very strong third place at the conclusion of the race. Meanwhile, the Danny Watts number 82 crew, a team that has certainly devoted much time and effort and dedication to the modified tour and Northeast modified racing. Now in victory lane, celebrating with their driver Woody Pitcat here at Wall Stadium in the return of the modified tour. Keep in mind, next week, Memorial Day weekend, a tradition at the Jersey Shore Speedway, racing on a Saturday night next Saturday as we celebrate Memorial Weekend, the official start of summer at the New Jersey Shore. So look forward to seeing many of you right back here next Saturday night for a regular racing program at Wall Stadium. And out of the car, Woody Pitcat celebrating with the 82 team, and he is doing the roof dance.
Woody Pitcat is all happy and all smiles down here, and it's been 3 years since you visited NASCAR Whelen.
In a very few moments, we'll turn it over to Jeff Gravatt, our Victory Lane announcer for the ceremonies, as soon as the media members down there have their turn with Woody. And then we'll turn it over to Jeff Gravatt.
You know, I just can't thank these guys for the opportunity, Danny Watts and Pam. A lot of this is all Danny. Danny Cesspool, Hartnav, all of them. J-Rod, the crew chief, for working his butt off. We've chased this car for a long time. This is one of these Troyer TA2s that nobody runs anymore. And we've battled with this thing, and it's just nice to get this thing in victory lane. Chopper, Scott, you know, everybody. JJ, Marcus and his dad. My buddy Fatback's helped me this year. It's just awesome. You couldn't do it without all these guys.
Mike.
Robert Yates. Oh yeah, Spotter Mike. I always forget my spotter. He did an awesome job getting me through the wrecks. That was the big thing, was getting through the carnage and keeping the wheels straight.
Did you get through most of the wrecks without a lot of contact?
Yeah, I mean, I just tried to square everybody up. That was the biggest thing, was at this place, you got to realize to square up. Just try to, you know, keep the bumper square and not knock wheels, and that's what we did. We hit the right front a couple times. We came in the halfway break. J-Rod did an awesome job getting the toe back out for me, working on the front end. We put tires on it, and that was it. I just tried to be there at the end, and that's what we were.
Great job. Again, your winner, Woody Pitcat, everyone. And I'll send it back upstairs to the tower.
Okay, thank you very much, Jeff Gravatt. And our congratulations to Woody Pitcat, top-running driver on the NASCAR Modified Tour and at tracks in Connecticut, such as Stafford Speedway and Thompson. He brings the Danny Watts Racing number 82 to victory lane here at Wall Stadium. Over the years, since Memorial Day weekend, 1950s, so many drivers have been part of the history of this speedway over 69 years. And tonight, Woody Pitcat has added his name to the roster of drivers who have won on the high banks and pulled into victory lane. Ceremonies and celebrations continuing down. Let's have another big round of applause for the entire 82 team. Great job down there. Okay. Again, our thanks to the folks at Fans Choice TV for the presentation tonight. And again, during the week, on Wednesday night, beginning at actually 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Wednesday on NBC SN, NBC Sports Network, you'll be able to see the replay of the race here at Wall Stadium. And again, our thanks to the folks at Fans Choice TV for showing the action as well tonight. A lot of great camera angles, a lot of action all around the high banks. And it all happened here at Wall Stadium tonight.